treacherous one here, that's for sure, but we'll be alright. Oh man. Look at that, all comfy, snug by the river. Okay, so today, I don't like the mic here, I prefer it here. So today we're by the river, pretty ambient, I know. I've got my notepad full of bits and bobs I want to be talking about. So yeah, wholesome family behind me. It's always nice to see. Okay, so I'm going to start off strong with being present. That's going to be the overall topic of today. How to be in a moment, because I think every single human being on the planet currently struggles with this. Quite potentially. I know I did, and still somewhat do. Before I get properly steamed in, I really hope the river isn't too loud. I thought it'd be like nice, like ambience, but it is pretty loud, so I hope it's not like overpowering at all. So, okay, being present. A lot of people, myself included, feel as if they are bystanders in their own lives, and that's a pretty tricky thing to feel. I will not lie. It's scary, because time when you feel like that moves very strangely, very quickly, and yeah, and ultimately you just feel like you're watching your life kind of happen to you, which is, it's shit. It's not fun at all, and can lead to some very interesting, like, mental kind of blocks or feelings or whatever. So my first actionable step, because it's going to be one of those type of videos. It's more so advice, what I've done that works for me in terms of kind of regaining my focus and my sense of self and presence. Just use your fucking Phoneless, man. It really is that phone that messes you up. It really is. I'm holding mine right now for the audio, but it truly is our phones that are messing us up. There's a dog coming. Hello. Yeah, I just ran away. Oh, that's a mad dog, that. Jeez. Jumping around. Yeah, it's our phones. It really, really is. That is a fucking problem. And a lot of people are blind to it for some reason. But if you stop using your phone as much, only for the essentials, like for example, I don't have social media downloaded on my phone. I don't have Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. I just have the YouTube app, which in all honesty I could probably do with getting rid of. But not having those on my phone has just made me naturally use it a lot less, because there's a lot less ways to communicate with people and spike my dopamine, so I just don't use it as much. So I definitely recommend that. Number one is just get rid of the social media off of your phone. If you need to use it, have like a laptop like I do. Like for example, the only social media I use is Instagram. By the way, Instagram for this podcast in the description. No posts on it yet, but there will be. Also subscribe. Bloody subscribe. The last video I did was doing really bad, but now it's doing pretty well. It's got like 100 views. I mean, that's nothing crazy, but for me that's pretty sick. So yeah, subscribe, thank you. But yeah, get rid of the social medias, and naturally you'll be using your phone less, and that is step one to starting to take back control of your focus and your presence in life. Now this one, honestly, truly, this is the most important one, so I'll mention it in the middle because that's just the way it's written on my notes, so that's what's going on. This one's the most important though. Do more things that you enjoy. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? Sounds simple, but do more. I need to preface, do more real world things that you enjoy. So I'm not talking about gaming, I'm not talking about scrolling, I'm not talking about watching TV, I'm not talking about watching movies or whatever. Do more things in the real world, where I am currently, that you enjoy, please. Some people will say, oh, I don't have anything I enjoy. Shut up. Yeah, you do. You do, realistically. And if you truly don't, let's start looking for things that you enjoy. Okay, let's find something, because a life without things in the real world that you enjoy is like, Jesus Christ, what are we doing here, you know? What's the point? So, whether it's walking, some form of exercise, I mean, everyone should be doing a type of exercise. Yeah, whether it's walking, getting out into nature, working out, talking with friends, you know, meeting up with friends to get a drink or whatever, chilling with family, you know. It could be a lot of things. There's a lot of things to do in this place that we live on. There's plenty. Okay, so find some things that you enjoy and actually fucking do them, because I remember for me, I've got a lot of things I enjoy. I really do. But for some reason, as much as I know they're accessible to do, and as much as I enjoy them, there's a mental block to actually doing them. Like I'd rather stay inside for some reason and just waste away than actually go out and do the things I enjoy. And I think that's a very self-destructive kind of habit that a lot of people have for some reason. And stupidly enough, easy as it sounds, the way I combated that is just by doing the things I enjoy. By just realising that, shit, I can actually pretty easily go out and just do these things every day as much as I want to, and that my life doesn't have to be so fucking boring and miserable. And once I started doing that, for example, even filming these videos, getting out into nature, getting out into the public, like, I felt uncomfortable because there's been people walking past and stuff, but ultimately I just don't care anymore. Like, yeah, for me that's what it's been, like, getting out here. Like, this is quite a far walk from my house, so getting out walking, filming videos like in public and stuff, that's really been helping me, and I enjoy that. Obviously, you know, working out, just the usual stuff, like Muay Thai, but just all things that I enjoy and I've been doing more of, that give me more of a spice for life, you know, give me a reason to get up in the morning thinking, hey, I'm going to have an exciting day today, I'm going to go out and do things I enjoy. And if you don't do that, which chances are you don't currently, start, because your life will become so much more fruitful if you do now. This one's a bit of an obscure one, and this is one I've really been trying out recently. A lot of people have trouble with this or find this a bit weird, but, you know, fuck it, you're listening to me, so we're already halfway there. Caffeine. Now, I was utterly addicted to caffeine. Now, a lot of people are, you know, loads of people are addicted to caffeine, but I was really badly. I loved it, and I couldn't function particularly well without, you know, a few cups of coffee a day, and it was always very strong, and, you know, the energy drinks and all of that. I couldn't really function. Now, the issue is with consuming caffeine or over consuming caffeine or whatever, is when you consume it, obviously it spikes your dopamine. Now, in this world we live in, full of things that are spiking our dopamine, having coffee regularly, which is spiking our dopamine, basically fries our brain. That's the way I like to see it. It takes you out of yourself, because your brain is just so fried from the constant dopamine spikes that you actually start feeling somewhat incapable of feeling any type of positivity. Like, I'll give an example. I was drinking a lot of coffee and energy drinks, and my natural baseline emotion was stress. Like, naturally, wake up in the morning stressed, go to bed stressed, do everything, you know, stressed. That was just my natural baseline emotion, and I would have to experience something pretty significant for that to change during the day, just because of the amount of caffeine I was drinking. And the reason I felt stressed all the time is because caffeine spikes your cortisol. I mean, your cortisol is your stress hormone. So if you're feeling stressed and you drink a lot of coffee, try and cut it out. See what happens, because I'm telling you, I've cut it out for about a month now, and I am feeling better for it. I'm feeling more here, you know. I'm feeling more present, and I'm feeling happier. I'm experiencing more highs, a lot more highs than I would be if I was drinking caffeine. And a little food for thought as well. If you don't know, I mean, dopamine's a massive buzzword at the moment on the internet, but so when you drink caffeine, your dopamine, which is your happy hormone, if you don't know, goes above, well, not your happy hormone, it's like your reward hormone, so it makes you happy. It goes way above baseline, so it hugely spikes, massively spikes. And what goes up must come down, so after a huge dopamine spike, you go below baseline, which is basically sadness in a sense. It's like you just don't feel as good anymore. You feel a bit shit once your dopamine goes below baseline. So if you think about it, if you're spiking your dopamine throughout the day with all these caffeinated drinks, then naturally you will be pretty consistently below baseline, so you will be unhappy. So, bit of food for thought there. If you drink a lot of caffeine, try and stop it. It's hard for the first few days, you'll get headaches and withdrawals, you'll get a bit grouchy, but once you get to the point I'm at, you'll be pretty happy that you stopped. And I'm hoping to never start again. As much as I've been thinking about it, and as much as it's calling me, I know it's best that I, give it a rest. Now, on to the next thing. Next thing you can do to become more present. I hope you're writing these down, or taking a mental note. Take some actionable steps here. This is my favourite though. Breathwork. Holy shit. I've done breathwork every day for about 2 months. This is the stuff. This is the secret sauce, I'm telling you. It is incredible. To get you into a frame of mind where you are just loving and happy and present, grateful, breathwork is the #1 thing for doing that. Really, just getting yourself in the moment. Now, I started with Wim Hof. You know Wim Hof, the Iceman. He has a guided breathwork tutorial on YouTube, and it's got 90 million views, so plenty of people have done it, so it's legit. That's where I'd start if you've never done it before, and you'll get some amazing results from that. But then after a while, I did it every day for a month. After a while, I wasn't really feeling the effects of it much anymore. So then I transitioned a bit further down the rabbit hole, and I started doing these breathworks with a guy called Sandy, called Breath with Sandy. And his are literally mental. I do ones that last for an hour, and it releases the natural DMT in your brain, so you basically start tripping out on your own chemicals in your brain. So if that sounds interesting to you, please try that. And then after you finish your breathwork sessions, the way you feel is absolutely insane. It's actually mental. And if any of you try breathwork after this video, please comment how you found it, because I've been trying to put literally everyone I know onto breathwork, not to much success. But if you do try breathwork after this video, which I would highly recommend you do, please comment how it was. And also, comment if you don't try breathwork, because I'm trying to get some feedback for this, because my videos don't really get many comments, or any. And without comments, I'm, kind of stuck in the same place. I need to know where to improve. I need a bit of feedback, so leave a comment, please. Now, yeah, this is a good point I wrote down. I was watching a video, which is quite funny because, I sit here talking about our attention spans being taken and dopamine and videos and all that. But I was sat watching a video. It was a long one, it was half an hour, so it's not much of a attention span sucking video. But they were talking about, it was this girl, she was doing a video essay about how our attention's been stolen. And she was just talking about how these days we have no opportunity just to be alone with ourselves and sit with our own thoughts in solitude. And I've started doing that more. When I'm walking here, it takes about 40 minutes. I don't have any music, don't use my phone, I just sit with my thoughts. So the one thing I would say is, usually if you're doing something and you'd put your headphones on, don't. If you're working out, don't put your headphones on. If you're walking somewhere, don't put your headphones on. Don't distract yourself. Leave yourself alone with your own thoughts, because during that time there's a lot to think about, and there's a lot of really productive insights that you might have, and I wouldn't want to miss out on that personally. Now, I want to just finish on saying that, you know, everything's entertainment. I just want to finish by saying that overall, you know, I still struggle, we all still struggle, we're still caught up in the lives of random people. Like, everything these days is fucking entertainment. I'll give you an example. We're all so wrapped up in other people's problems, other people's lives, drama, gossip. It's literally taken over our lives, and it's changing the way we think, and it's taking up our mental bandwidth. Like, for example, there was a guy in One Direction who died today, right? Liam Payne, rest in peace, by the way, you know, not to be disrespectful. Why do I know that? Why should I care? Like, I shouldn't know that he died, right? He fell off a fucking balcony. But I do. That's just the world we live in. And finding that out this morning, even though I literally know nothing about the guy, practically, and don't really care, has taken up so much of my mental bandwidth today, you wouldn't believe it. Just thinking about it. We need to stop letting this happen to ourselves, and it's hard. And I'm not sure how to even do that yet, but I'm just saying generally, like, it's crazy how our brains are just getting hijacked by all this gossip, the news, and like even adverts and things on social media. Every day we get about 100 thoughts put into our brain which aren't even our own. Think about that. The amount of thoughts every day that you just get placed into your brain that aren't even your own. It's literally hijacking your fucking brain, hijacking the way you think, and the way you spend your time, and the way you act, and the way you, do everything. It's madness. We need to rise against this, folks. It's crazy though. We all need to just get off our phones for a while and get out into nature and stop letting these people hijack the way we think and do things. And all this celebrity gossip, like, as I said, rest in peace to the One Direction guy, but it's not my right to know that he's dead or how he died. Why do I know that? I shouldn't. It's madness. I'll make another episode specifically on that topic, about like the hijacking of attention, because I think it's too big of a topic to go into right now, and I'm getting up to time, so we're gonna close it off here. Now, a few little things before we end. Subscribe, comment some feedback, comment some feedback, give the video a like, and also down in the description, follow the Instagram account, join the movement. Obviously, we're going to build momentum, I'm telling you. Over the next few years, we'll be building some momentum. So join the Instagram. I'll be posting on that pretty regularly. And I'll see you on Monday. Thank you for watching. Cheers. Much love. Enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week, and the rest of your life. Thank you very much.